we was on a mission today to get a screen protector. So I showed you can barely see it, but they had dents and scratches all in them. It was showing how the scratches on the screen. So how messed up our screen protector is. I dropped it yesterday, got all them pits in it. We're gonna get a new screen protector. We got there probably after 1, 2 something. It wasn't busy at all. They had all the workers standing there, maybe a couple customers, but it was really smooth process. The lady, they told us as soon as we checked in to go to the table, and she come over there. I had to take everything apart to get to the phone, but she wiped off my phone, she wiped off my wife's, put it in the machine, and it was a smooth process. Yep, got the new screen protector on my wife's phone. Got the new screen protector on my phone. So now we can see again. They're all pretty. I'm out here trying to talk about the phones, and the dog come out of the house and took off after Big Dog. You see how little he is? He thinks he's got armor of steel. He chases everything. He's a little bitty thing. Everything can just take a bite at him. You know, kind of like my screensavers had a bite. But thank y'all for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Yeah, when I first got these phones, probably about a year ago, the screen protectors have lasted. But, you know, they're $40-something. Probably paid way too much for the screen protectors at the Apple store. Then they give you a thing, Belkin or something like that, and you have to set it up online and register it, and then you'll have to order it and have it in the mail if you get something happens. It's like a lifetime warranty. Well, I already had that a year ago, but I lost the things to register it, so I had to pay another $80-something for 2 more screen protectors. But my wife's got it in the pocketbook. She don't lose it. I'll register it. And the next time I said, well, if I get these things, will y'all still put it on for me? Because they had the little, like the old-timey credit card machine where they slide the paper and they clean it, put everything in there, and then they put it on there, and then they just pull it with the machine and pull the plastic right off, and it squishes the bubbles out. And it's better than I've ever seen anybody else do it. You know, it's crazy. So while I was out here on the porch with the dog and everything else, in the country, there's still like a lot of stuff going on, as long as there's people around. And my insurance company called me wanting to offer me life insurance. And I've had 2 policies that were group life insurance, and once you leave the company, it's hard to keep those policies because they kind of expire, but they're cheap. You know, you pay them through pay period, and you got them while you're working, but then you ain't working no more, you don't have them. But State Farm had one. They said it's a new policy. I don't know. It's whole life. Me and my wife's age. It's supposed to be no medical exam. I don't know if it's a good deal or not, but $10,000 worth of coverage. Whole life, like $40 a month or something. And they have one that's $15,000, that's $61 a month. And if something happens to you beside an accident within 2 years, you're supposed to get all the money back at 5%. If you have a heart attack or anything, or health related. She said at one time it'd accumulate interest, and you could borrow against your cash value. But then I said, well, if I've had it so many years, what happens if I borrow $2,000 and you died, then it only cash out at $8,000? And I said, well, what about all the money you had interest? Doesn't it accumulate interest, so it'd be worth more than the policy? She said, no, it only cashes out the price of the policy. So I think it'd be better if you could put the money up. You might as well just put that money in a Roth IRA or something and will it to your kids. Or if you do it in a Roth IRA, at least you'll be able to spend that money tax free. You won't have to worry about paying it back. So that's probably life insurance policy I'll do. Plus, I think I was looking up cremation, and it's $700 and $900 per person. And the company I was looking at is merged, and they'll come out within like 50 miles of where you live. So you do that, and I just want to be, still got my 5 acres. My kids ever move on, maybe I'll have 4 acres, or 3, but right now I want to be poured on the land, or like the front porch somewhere, so I can still see this view, you know, because I never look in the woods, but always on the front porch, so I'd like to be there. But when you move on, you can't tell people that are here what to do with you. They're going to do what they want to do with you unless they had a real close emotional bond. So yeah, just kind of wanted to share that about getting the screensavers, and then the insurance lady called, and you know, and everything. The little dog ran out, and my wife's talking real loud on the phone, so I had to come inside so I could record. And now I got to learn how to make shorts. Instead of having blown up like this, I got to be able to put the shorts like that. But I video in 4K on a iPhone 13. The iPhone 14 is 8K, up to 8K. So I'm not what the resolution is, but once it goes from here and turns it sideways, like most shorts, it cuts off a lot. So I don't know how I can get this view on the short view, but see, you're still gonna lose half of it. So maybe I just need to record it, and if it looks too cropped up, just make a long view of it. You know, that'd be the easiest thing, instead of trying to, I seen some software where you could download and somehow you was able to stretch it out, and it was real zoomed in where it had like 2 or 3 words of the sentence across the screen at this point, and then they was able to zoom out where you could see the whole picture. But they did it with some kind of software or some kind of editing software, because I used the iMovie on everything from the iPhone. Because 2 computers ago I had the Adobe, but it took up so much memory, and the iPhone works pretty good unless you do like 40 minutes of video or 45-hour video. Then it starts overheating, especially when you're trying to download and charge at the same time. So you had to watch that. But yeah, thank y'all for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank y'all for all the subscribers watching my crazy content, and you know, we'll just keep doing it.